Hey guys, it's Trish. This is going to be your weekly horoscope for May 19th through May 25th. Now, as I'm filming this, it is Saturday. I normally don't work on Saturdays, but I'm a Scorpio. It's a full moon in Scorpio, okay? It went exact in Hawaii at 11:11, and I've seen some amazing things in the last not even 24 hours, 12 hours. Beautiful. Some magic is definitely happening here, but I decided to come in today because I wanted to do the tarot scope for the full moon in Scorpio, so be sure to check that out, and my full moon in Scorpio horoscopes, because there's a lot of information that's packed in there. Okay, so I also decided that I've been having trouble all week, and with this full moon in Scorpio purge, I was able to get it all, and as you can tell, my eyes are a little swollen. But yeah, it was about what was in the dark coming to light, the things that we don't speak about, the things left unspoken, things that need to be expressed, because there was this buildup and a lot of people were really, really tense, and it's an intensely emotional moon. Okay, so I'm still in that energy, and because it's the blue moon, it kind of acts like an eclipse. Very, very powerful, and that's the word. Powerful, empowering, and powerless for those that aren't coming from a place of love or integrity. Okay, so without further ado, I'll shut up and get on with the weekly horoscope. So first thing I actually wanted to mention, second thing before I started the horoscope, is that this is for May 19th through May 25th. Both of my sons, who are Geminis, their birthdays on May 25th, exactly 9 years apart, very significant number. One's going to be 26 and the other one's going to be 17. So happy birthday to my sons. I love you. Okay, so this week we are still reeling in the effects of last week's full moon in Scorpio, which was a major purge, bringing everything out into the light, okay? Laying the cards on the table, ha ha ha. We face yet another tough week of healing coming up, okay? Saturn transits both the nodes, and that's going to be bringing clarity as to why abundance is not coming in, okay? Making us aware of where we block ourselves, because nobody does it to us, right? It's what we allow. And some of you guys are to the point where you can actually hear and accept that we are the main cause of our own blocks, right? So the sun enters and conjuncts Mercury as it enters Gemini, Mercury being there already, and wait, I lied. The sun enters and then Mercury enters. They conjunct in Gemini, and that's going to be bringing a lively energy, okay? Amusing, entertaining. It's going to light up your mind, okay? Your mind will be really active. You're going to be traveling, and this is with Mercury. It's short trips, okay? So it feels like going to the store or making arrangements for something or running errands is kind of what I'm getting. Running errands, getting things, communicating. You're also going to be thriving on teaching, learning, talking with people, or communicating, okay? You're going to thrive on information, okay? But at the same time, you're taking this all in, and you've already formed an opinion, a fixed opinion. There's also only one T-square this week, whew. But it's a big one, okay, because it exits through Chiron in Aries. Okay, Chiron in Aries is about your identity, who you are, without the emotions attached. Who were you born as, okay, and what have you grown into? And the T-square is going to help you to realize that you are so much better than your circumstances, okay? Your circumstances do not define you. You define you. Okay, it's up to you to rise above. Where am I? Oh, Mercury and the Sun also both square Black Moon Lilith at different times, and that's going to make us feel misunderstood, okay? And some people can feel like they're losing their minds, and you might lose your mind as a result of a crisis being experienced, okay? So a lot of you that are fighting it and not surrendering, you're going to find that this crisis is accompanied by major anxiety, nervousness. You could be chronically fatigued, depressed, just completely lacking in energy. And you could be thinking about suicide. You know, the world would be better off without me. No, that is a permanent solution to a temporary problem. Everything is temporary, including feelings, okay? Spiraling analysis paralysis is what I'm seeing. I just spit all over myself, sorry. Mars and Uranus sextile, and that's going to be motivating us to establish ourselves or to feel established in some way, whether it's in a relationship, whether it's in a home, whether it's in a job, feeling established with who you are. This is me. You'll be saying, this is who I really am. This is my likes and my dislikes. This is how I feel. Mars also squares Chiron, okay, and that's leaving us feeling conflicted. We have deep-rooted anger, fear, and worries towards nurturers, that emotional nurturers in our younger days, and then for some of you from a previous past life, somebody who took care of you. Now, this could be a mother figure, a father figure, and I mean figure by auntie, uncle, grandma, cousin, somebody who had acted as some kind of parental authority over you, okay? We are being forced to face our fears, and we're still learning about ourselves, who we are. Mercury sextiling Chiron also allows us to study and learn about ourselves. You could be telling your story about why you exist and how you got here in this exact spot that you are in at this very second. So you decide. It's all about what energy you focus on. You could be the victim or you could be the victor. Sunday, the moon is still an optimistic, expansive, adventurous Sagittarius. Your independence and wisdom is due to your sharp mind and extraordinary insight. You are a mover and a shaker. What kind of bug is that? Sorry, it's catching my eye. Okay, well, chill, little bro. You can watch if you want. You are a mover and a shaker, sincere and brutally honest, and you offer constructive criticism that is very easy to take. Okay, anything foreign is game for you. New people, new places, and ideas are very appealing. You could also find that you need a lot of me time alone to pursue your own interests. You could be very generous too at this time, especially to yourself, so watch the spending habits. Sagittarius can take things too far, buying little things for themselves. You could also push the limits of your boundaries now, taking risks where you see fit, okay? You don't need to take every opportunity. Be very discerning. You enjoy life as an adventure, okay? It's all about the journey. And you believe that money, time, attention, and love are all forms of energy to be given freely to ensure that it comes back to you. Saturn tries to make you responsible, and it gives you that mature energy, or it pushes you to be mature with its energies in order to deal with reality without being pessimistic. Try staying positive. Or trying to stay positive. You could be realizing that you have authority or power issues stemming from either a parent, an older person who had authority or power over you in some way when you were younger, or from a previous life. It could have been a boss, a judge, a business associate, or someone else around you with a higher rank. This person somehow restricted, limited, stopped, or took something from you in a way that made you feel held back, imprisoned, powerless, or helpless. If you're still feeling this way, then you need to take a look at your previous attempts to see where your strategy needs to be reworked. You may experience this situation again in order to make things right. Okay, reliving things to where you have this opportunity to express your personal boundaries. You are an adult now, okay, and they need to stop treating you like a 16-year-old fuck up. However, don't become too wrapped up. Oh, where was I? Don't become too wrapped up about the wrongs to you, okay, because that would be victim mentality. Some of you need to get out of that pattern of self-punishment and doing things the hard way. It is time to step into the role of authority and take charge of your own life. This time, you're coming back and creating a stable long-term relationship or partnership, securing something, okay? Especially when it comes to marriage or business. Shadow side warning, you could have a hard time paying attention, or you could have a hard time getting things done, okay? And it might be hard to completely commit to anything. And you could also experience some issues that cause you to have to get some extensive dental work done. You also may be forced to take a break to fight off a cold or flu, and there could be issues with bowel movements also, or bowel problems. Take a breath. Take a breath. Take a break and rest when you need to. It will only help, and try not to focus on the negative, okay? Because this is redirecting your energy that could be used on positive things that you're trying to manifest. Numbers for that day are, oh, I didn't even highlight the numbers. All right, we will go with the flow. Thank you, universe. We have 19 and 27, okay? 27 is enlightenment that creates balance, or a new partnership, a new marriage, an enlightened team, or destruction of something that brings a balance or brings somebody closer together, closer intimacy in a team. The 7 is also heaven, it's also hell, but it's also about partnership. But one thing's for sure, it equals 9. So all this is pointing back to endings and purging, leaving you pure, unconditional love, okay? Then 19, beginnings and endings, growth, soul growth through enlightenment and balance, okay? Something new to move forward to. So we are moving forward. We're purging and moving forward, leaving the bad behind, the negative behind. In addition, we have 20, 20, 20. So there's clarity. There's a new kind of intimacy, a new kind of team, and a new balance, okay? A level playing field. Very nice. Monday, the moon moves to busy, industrious, organized Capricorn. This energy is committed, alert, and ambitious, okay? See what I'm saying about, nothing ever remains the same. Yesterday, you couldn't care less. Today, shit, you got to get on it. Okay, Capricorn is big business, or what I like to call bossaholic energy. Okay, so you may feel obsessive about getting things done, and you may want to go off and take care of this stuff by yourself. But be sure that you aren't overworking in order to compensate for emotional difficulties, okay? Do your work while you're working, because the thing is, you need to express these things. So while you're thinking, so your mind is going and you're physically working, you are double expressing this energy. Therefore, there's no buildup. However, if you're just physically working and you have all this pent up energy and you're completely ignoring what you're supposed to be thinking about and not feeling it, you're not really healing it. Therefore, you will still have buildup and pressure. See what I'm saying? Okay. It can be really hard to reveal your deepest feelings at this time, because Capricorn is not much of a talker. This energy is more of a doer. They're more physically responsive. I'm not saying anything, but I'm going to show you. Okay. You're also not telling anybody that you fear being left behind. You fear being abandoned. Although you're loyal and generously dedicated, you can resort to pessimism and being materialistic. You can also be somewhat of a perfectionist at this time. So today, the sun starts the Gemini season. Happy birthday to all my Gemini friends and family. And I am surrounded by Gemini. Scorpios and Geminis, we're best friends. My 2 sons are Geminis. My brother's a Gemini. My best friend from high school is a Gemini. Hi, Patty, if you're watching this. And my best friend now, Sarah. I love you, Sarah. She's a Gemini, too. Very, very intelligent, smart people. Geniuses. The undiscovered genius. Okay, so where was I? Oh, this will be a period of writing, teaching, lecturing, learning, studying, and telling your story, the story. Gemini is a lively, smart, social, and talkative energy, and it brings cheerful energy to this month to help balance things out somewhat, okay? You are the peacemaker now, so use your observational skills, think fast, and move quickly. You may have to make a decision somewhere. You may have to decide that your past does not define your future. It does not define who you are. You choose who you are. I think I already said that. You are so much better than your circumstances. You really need to forgive yourself, your parents, your family, and move on, okay? And never let your feelings about yourself or people who used to stood in your way, you can't let it stop you or block you ever again. You need to just let it go to the wind. Shadow side tendencies could leave you feeling disheveled, disorganized, and misunderstood, especially in regards to relatives. And with the Gemini energy, the tendency could be to arouse unexpected anger in others due to misunderstandings, okay? You've been judged, or rather misjudged, okay? And it's kind of irritating when people are wrong about you, but there's no need to be arrogant about it, okay? You may just be needing this challenge in order to express your authenticity, okay? You'll still be feeling generous and protective because it is in the Gemini nature, but this can also leave you susceptible to scammers, schemers, and thieves of all kinds who want to fool you into something or want to fool you out of something through the use of lies, lie by omission, deception, and deceit. Okay, so watch your wallet, phone scams. Use your discrimination once again. Where was I? Oh, on the flip side, someone could be dreaming to the point of delusion, or more specifically, self-delusion. It's illusion. Are you lying to yourself? There could also be problems in love affairs at this time. So numbers for that day are 20 and 18. So there is a healing through example, or being an inspiration through your healing. And there's new balance, new harmony as you work together as a team to heal yourselves and heal each other. And then we also have additional 0, 4, 4, and 3. So 0 is 0 point. I was about to say a brand new start, and then I heard a whole new world. Okay. Writing the instructions on this new harmony, this new team. What do I want my life to look like? Then we have 4, 4, and 3, right? 4 is about manifesting that into the physical realm. It's control, it's power, it's stability, okay? And the healing is something that's has a grounding effect, okay? The number 3 is about information, communication, it's joy, it's children, it's ideas, it's knowledge. I love that word. So Tuesday, Mercury enters Gemini, and you are on the move. It's going to be hard to get a hold of you or physically pin you down right now. You are busy, busy, busy. You could be busy tracking down and accruing facts, information, while multitasking multiple projects. You're busy. And running a lot of errands. You could be getting the scoops, or hearing rumors, or gathering the information that you need, investigating or studying a subject, okay? You appear to be and feel well informed at this time, and you may be doing a lot of speaking, debating, or acting, and you are well received because of your infectious good humor. Ever misunderstood, you could still have trouble with accepting responsibility for your own actions, especially if you lose your shit. Or if you've lost your shit in the past. There are consequences, Make sure you think before you speak or act, and try to be more patient in explaining what your intentions are, okay? Give them 2 chances. Give them 3 chances, okay? Try to make yourself clear, but don't impose yourself on someone else, okay? If you don't, you're going to have a chance later to clear the air, especially after a period of isolation, whether it's self-imposed or inflicted on you. Pessimism is a hard thinking pattern to break, okay? So you're going to need to focus on breaking this negative loop of being stubborn in your opinions. It could cause a lot of anxieties, and you could be quite a nervous wreck. Okay, it doesn't have to be you. It could be someone else. Someone else could be moody or argumentative, not wanting to speak up. They may be trying to deal with some baggage that's really uncomfortable for them, or maybe they just have trouble putting it into words. If you can only just be open to changes in the future, you would attract some luck with these changes. Otherwise, this will be a relatively affectionate, lighthearted day, and you're going to be able to see the beauty and positivity in everything. You may even want to make or create something beautiful. Numbers for that day are beautiful. We have 21 and 20, 0, 0, 2, and 2. So all I see is authenticity, harmony, balance, intimacy, working together, new cycle, working in your new team on a new cycle for new balance, writing the instructions for something new. There's a lot of twos, guys. It's about union and uniting. Wednesday, you may be feeling like you need to be established in some way, or you could be taking action to establish security, either emotionally or physically, specifically in regards to home, family, and finances. You could make sudden changes, or a change could come suddenly, as someone could be critical or thoughtless in their actions. You could experience a sudden rise in spirituality, and you could spend some time studying, researching, or practicing your religious or spiritual beliefs, and anything occult related like tarot, astrology, Reiki, etc. You could be looking for some good deals, feeling pretty thrifty, fun it. Although you have a level of perfectionism that may be too critical at the moment, otherwise your emotions are stabilizing, okay? And it's important that you laugh at yourself, okay? Prime example. Numbers for that day are 22 and 21, and then we have an additional 4 and 4. So I think 22 is the number of peace. So we are building peace through an authentic expression of control and power, and this is manifesting in the physical. How grounding. Thursday, the moon moves to idealistic, humanitarian, intuitive Aquarius. This is a very friendly energy with a gift for expression and persuasion. You will find yourself entertaining quirky, odd, and weird ideas, peoples, places, and things. Your level of detachment allows you to manifest quickly, and you planned it that way with your clever, strategic mind. Good move. Excuse me. With Aquarius, always expect the unexpected from this rebel wild child energy, the rebel of the zodiac, as a matter of fact. Literally, anything goes, so don't be shocked. Shadow side of this energy is unpredictability, short temper, contrary actions due to inner conflicts and arguments. In fact, things could get so out of hand, so blown out of proportion, it's beyond perverse. And I mean that in multiple ways. Take it as it resonates. People could be making mountains out of molehills, again, losing their shit, okay? And what this comes from, and they may not even realize it yet, it's from a deep-rooted anger, unconscious motivations, and motives stemming from childhood intimacy issues. Either way, you were angry with one or both parents, or a nurturing figure, or a protective figure. Look, let's be real. Once you realize that your emotional security is tied to the examples of relationships you experienced when you were younger, it will be easier to admit that they were human too, okay? Nobody had the correct tools to deal back then either. So how could they have taught it to you when they didn't know how to be emotionally intimate, vulnerable, and secure either? Okay? Yes, we all fear intimacy as it makes us vulnerable, and who really wants to feel vulnerable? So your actions are conflicting as a means to express this anger. So, this could lead to a quest for identity and soul mastery after purging or after purification of these negative anchors we've been carrying. It's time to tell our story, who we are now and how we got here and what you had to overcome. What is your journey? What is your story? You may be experiencing some depression about not being able to get ahead or to move ahead, as it seems something always puts the brake on your progress. This is a classic rabbit hole spin, okay? It can lead you down the hole to some dark places, and that can be emotionally draining. It could leave you feeling quite exhausted and possibly suicidal. And I just want to take this time out to tell you guys that if you know anybody around you that is experiencing this, I encourage you to check on friends that are depressed. Show somebody some love. Hug a random person who's crying or looks like their world is over, okay? Even the ones that are apathetic, you know, the ones who show no feeling or say, I am fine. Well, guess what fine means? Fine means fucked up, insecure, and erotic and emotional. You're being forced to deal with your fears by facing yourself. You are supposed to rise from the ashes, reborn like the phoenix, and oftentimes feel better as we see what we've been missing all alone. What was in the dark will come to light. Also, the full moon in Scorpio energy. What was I going to say? You're going to see what's been missing, what needs to exit, and what needs to be repaired. This recognition will help you to feel empowered, and you can begin to create or recreate your life where things began to fall apart, okay? Sometimes things fall apart so they can fall into place. Has been coming up quite a bit, and it's so true. Know that you are exactly where you need to be and that there is a reason for this, a lesson to be learned. Use your common sense. Otherwise, it should be a harmonious day on the home front, and it's a good day for promotions, bonuses, and added authority. Numbers for that day are 23 and 22. Okay, so have confidence in your knowledge about union, intimacy, balance, teamwork, okay? This should bring you peace. And it's about making changes in our boundaries, our personal internal boundaries, even the ones we weren't aware of. Okay, then we have 444 and 22. Okay, so there's a lot of working together, a lot of harmony, a lot of peace, a lot of balance. It's manifesting into the physical. You can do magic at this time. And coming from a place where you're balanced. Once again, another control, another level playing field. Okay, something you can finally work with and control. Stability. Friday could be moody and full of sadness. If you've experienced disappointment in love affairs, okay, you could be careless because it's hard for you to exit the rabbit hole enough to pay attention at this time. Okay, the moon in Aquarius energy will help you remain detached, or you could go the other way and be quite emotional. Numbers for that day are 24 and 23. So we're manifesting something into the physical realm that's creating a new balance, a new team, okay? And we're manifesting the changes in our boundaries and having confidence in the changes that we're going to make. We're manifesting the changes. Saturday, the moon in Pisces brings back compassion and sensitivity, and we experience instinctive emotional reactions and feel more loving than yesterday. Pisces is imaginative, extraordinarily intuitive, psychic, and spiritual. You are understanding of the human condition and have incurable optimism at this time. You're a dreamer, nothing but a dreamer, but in a good way. You could be visualizing your hidden dreams in order to actualize them into manifestation, or you could just be having dreams. You're feeling romantic and loyal, and you can work tirelessly and unselfishly for others without expectations because you're giving from that sweet, sympathetic heart of yours. You have the potential to make a lasting impression with whatever you're doing or working on. Your outlook is pleasantly optimistic, and you're able to get a lot of things done. This would be a great day for a road trip, or if you want to just read a book or write something. However, You could choose to escape, whether through alcohol or drugs. You might appear to be home without the lights on, daydreaming, or just be spacey in outer space. You could try your best to escape the confusing, harsh reality of things by playing the victim, pointing fingers, blaming others, or just being completely delusional and not being able to see through the veil that's over your eyes. It can be a very unhappy time filled with illusion and self-delusion, okay? So watch your boundaries. Your self-discipline might be severely lacking at this time. Numbers for that day are 25 and 24. So there are big changes on the horizon, and we're manifesting them. It's all for balance. It's all for unity. It's all for teamwork. Okay, guys, so this physical effects might have to, what you might have to deal with, or what body parts you might have to deal with this week. Okay, allergies, your mouth, your arms, your hands, your lungs, your nervous system, bones, back, spines, knees, teeth, stomach, digestive system, body fluids, and I see body fluids in here twice, lymph glands, your soft midsection area, your throat, your tonsils, the glands in your neck, a lot of glands, lymph glands, glands in the neck, that's glands twice, your larynx, your feet, did I say that before? Feet, ears, that's ears twice. Oh, ears is twice after. Face, sinuses, brain, eyes, and all things that hang on your head. Okay, guys, that is your horoscope for next week. I'll see you on the other side. Love you guys. Take care.